up, people? Welcome back to Omnifactory. I hope everybody's doing alright. I'm doing pretty good, and this time I came prepared with an empty inventory because, you know, we need space. No, I came prepared because I thought about what the next step were. I did look at the quest here. I made a couple of things just because since I knew I was going to play another game and not record, I just put things in place just so it turned like we did stuff while this was happening. Like over here, we've got like 256 vibrant alloy. We've got 1,193. But let's just go up there and we're going to look a little bit at the system. So we've got silver ingots like close to 6,000, 6,000 aluminum, but we've got 2,000 cables, 2,000 rods, 2,005 aluminum cables. We've got 2,700 plates. We've got fine silver cables. We've got silver rods. We've got gold rods. We've got electrum rods. We've got gold wires. So I've got like close to 1,000 energetic alloy. So yeah, pretty much I think I'm covered a little bit for a little bit of amount. Yeah, I've got pulsating dust. I was bored one night, so I was just watching like a TV show and I decided to go mine for it. I'm still doing some stuff I think that gives me this at the bottom. Yeah, so uranite you can get it from pitch blend. And yeah, so, but this thing is really slow though, so it takes about 112 seconds, but it's like doubled, so it's like, yeah, let me show with this, a little bit of science with Krakaen, more Gregtech with Krakaen. So, you can remove the overclock. What it's going to do is it's going to double the power that it needs to work like, I think, twice as fast. Something like this. So currently, since it's overclocked, it needs 120 EU a tick, which this can produce, so it's not an issue at all. So this is pretty much what happened. I made the bigger drums. If you don't know, the drums are made like such, and then you put it with vibrant alloy, and I made a couple of those because I knew we were going to need it. So I have one here for oxygen. I've got one here for phenol. If we go at the bottom completely, we've got one here for glue, and as you can see, I added a couple of drawers because I thought why not keep like a little bit amount of sand so we can send it somewhere else. But as you can see here, we've got 25,320, 37,740, 42,476, and 21,238. And over here, well, we've got 45,146. I've also used this to make a rubber. So if we come here at the top, there is rubber in here. So pretty much I just placed my thing here 9 to 1. And I pretty much let it go. I've also got like a bunch of this, but this is probably going to be used during the weekend if I decide. I'm making a little bit of bronze, more than what I have because, oh, That's weird. I thought I was gonna make more, but let's put like another stack in there. I think I'm also making like bronze like this in the lathe because we're going to need it for things we might want to do today. So there's a couple of things you might be asking yourself: how the heck did you get 6,000 ingot? How the heck did you get lead ingot like that? How the heck did you amount that much iron when you're mining and you got the wrought iron as well at this level? Well, the thing I can say is I cheated. No, I'm kidding. The thing that I did is I used this here. So as you can see, I still got plenty of this here. And this is pretty much the thing that I did. So this one is self-aware, 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 and this one is trying to become self-aware because I need a little bit of sulfur because it's one thing that I do think they should fix. If we go look at the bottom at the drop that we do get sulfur, but there is absolutely no use for this sulfur. You cannot use it. So it's kind of a bummer. There's also a couple of things like this that don't really work. Anything that comes from thermal expansion, killing the things manually, will not actually give you the proper dust for it. So in my case, I want this. Oh, but wait, let's do that. Oops, come back here. Alright, I'm pretty sure I could have said that another way, but for the moment this is the way I'm doing this. But yeah, so it's going to give me this. So let's do a little bit of science with Krakaen. So the thing that is a little bit of an issue at the moment with making these is that you gotta go mine this manually. There's not a lot of way of getting this. Is you mine uranite, or you get resonant clarite, or you do have an ender pearl dust, and you need 1000 EU, which is EV level, and we're currently at MV, so we can't do this. So how do we do this then? We could do lead dust, but that would mean that we need to have Aquafortis, which means that we need to prick ourselves. So we're not going to go there, unless there's another way to get the Aquafortis, but I haven't seen a way. So what can you do then? You take your pearl, you go into a fluid extractor, you then extract it to a resonant ender. This resonant ender will go into a chemical reactor with another quartz, which is going to give a resonant clarite, which is going to be smelted into a pulsating dust. So this is one of the ways that you can do this. And this is doable for us as nothing takes more than MV power. So if we look here, it's 48. If we look here, it's 100. And if we look here, it's literally just smelting. So this is doable. And the thing that I did is I used one stack of this to make 90 ender pearl. So that means that with one ender pearl, you can get 250 resonant ender pearl, as a resonant ender. And then with this, you're going to get one resonant clarite. So it's 250 and another quartz. This one then is going to be smelted into pulsating dust. And pulsating dust will go into an alloy smelter with clay, which is going to give you 4. So what that means is that with one stack, you can make 4 stacks of this. So during the weekend, I might stream. I'm still hesitating between building or making this setup. But I want to build this setup probably during stream or something like this, not take a full episode on it, even though I'm talking like really long time over it. But I think that you can produce enough of this to make everything else automated. But that does mean that you need a lot of power, because if we look at this one, it's 1024. Now here we've got 2048, we've got 1024, so now we're at like 4K. Now, like these are a joke. There we go, we're 5K, 6K, 7K, and then we got like these two are 512, so that's 8K power just for this. And this doesn't mean that you don't want more than one. It also means that you might have more of this one. And if I remember, the loot fabricator takes about 2048 or 1024, but I'm pretty sure it's 2048. Oh, it's 1000. So if you want like 7 of them because you want to make more than one type of things, well, that means that you're going to have 7 of these running at the same time. So now you're at 15,000. And our system at the bottom doesn't produce 15,000. So I kind of want to put this into another world, this big setup. Move this as well. We might keep this one with this one and do another setup into another world. But I think it's going to work. I finally made the void wall work. I can do home machine. And we're going to get into the other world. I do hope I made this. Yeah, so as you can see, I made a giant thing here in the void world. It's literally one chunk. So this on the inside is one chunk, and that's going to allow us to make things here that might cause visual lag into the world. So this is pretty much what this place is going to be for. So let's go back. And this is pretty much the thing that's going to happen. I wasn't able to make it work. Turns out it was something in my setting for the server. I even thought about going to the real Lost City world to make the chunk there. So I thought about like making a giant sugarcane farm over there, like making those kind of things that break and there's entities in the world. That would be over there so that it's not really a problem for us here visually. But now that I've explained all this and it's been 10 minutes in the video and you still haven't quit, what are we going to do today? So there's a couple of things that we need to progress. If we look over here, there's a couple of things that are needed. but we're going to look into these, and we're going to look also into other stuff. So, there are like the LV things like I talked with the phenol and those kind of things, which are really important. But they're not really what I want to make today. What I want to make today is we want to go a little bit further into making things because I want to get things automated. Like a farmer, like these kind of things, like blocks that are going to give us material without us having to do anything. And I think it's really important for us to do these kind of things. So, first things first, we need to make one of those. So if we look here, I even got crazy number of ender pearls, which is always nice to have because ender pearls are just what you want to have all the time. So if we look at this one, it was the autoclave? No, it was this one. So chemical reactor, chemical reactor. There we go. So this thing is going to make it for us, and perfect. So we need one of these. Luckily for me, I've got some black quartz because I went exploring like a crazy maniac. So we're gonna make like 8 of these. Hey, look, that was easy because we've got plenty of plates. Luckily. All right. So we need lead plate. This one I don't think I made. Yeah. So let's grab like a stack of this. And as you can see now, we're getting into the issue that I just made this. Luckily it finished, or else I would have had to wait for this. So it's kind of another point that I want to make. I want to make multiple of the same machine just so that we don't have to wait for one machine. In the best of world, they will eventually be automated with applied energistics, but at the moment, they won't be. So, alright, let's look at this here. Can we make this? Yes, there we go. That was easy. Alright, now this thing, we've got the eye of Ender, we've got the water easily. So if we look at this one over here, grab this. The autoclave is right there. Let's put that one there. Is there another use for this thing? Literally no. Okay, then we won't put more in there. If we do this, it should make it faster. Maybe not because there's other machines working. But alright, so that's one of the things. The other thing is this here. So as you can see, I don't have anything for this. But this here isn't that bad. It's an alloy smelter, infinity bimetal gear, which we have a lot because we went exploring, and dark steel ingot. So if we look at dark steel ingot, which is one thing that I should probably make more. I did make steel. We've got like 1,700. Again, I've got so much material that I don't really care. There's one recipe you guys need to know about. Of this one. Oh look, I needed iron. Oh look, I've got close to 2 iron more in my system. It's just a joke to make. There's also the possibility of getting it like this, which is the way I did it. But maybe I'm gonna get something else instead. But alright, so this thing with the infinity gears. So if we look with gear, we're gonna need a 1, 2, 3. But let's just make like 8. I don't know. It's the number I feel comfortable with at the moment. But hey, look, this is the issue that I've been talking about. So when you do these kind of things, I do hope it's going to work properly. Alright, so... Oh, it's true. It's 4 steel. So give me like this. So that should be enough. No. This is going to go there. Perfect. So we got 1, 2. Let's put that there. And the third one should be done in a second. We got our ender eyes. There we go. We got 3. Perfect. So we still can't do anything with it. Simply because, well, we need these. And I don't have a lot of these. If we look at Void, I did find a lot, but not a lot. We can do 3. But we need 4. So this is where the other craft will come in handy. So if we look at this over here, we just need the plates. So it turns out that lead, I'm not sure like what really is used for lead, but like you kind of get a lot. So I'm kind of asking myself why I made that many. Oh, okay, it's made for this. Probably there's a lot of other craft things that I haven't seen. But for the moment, I'm not really sure what lead is used for. Like, let's look at the plates. This. this, that. Yeah, okay, it's used for that, so I guess it's gonna be used eventually. But alright, atomic reconstructor. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So this thing needs power and also needs a redstone torch. And normally what I do is I get a button for it. There's also the pressure plate. Like, a lot of people like to do like pressure plates for it. I'm gonna show you both ways. So, I don't know why I'm doing this, but we're gonna do it like this. Oh, yeah, that was stupid. I need to get out. Alright. Oh, okay. Oh, it changed these. Dang it. I didn't think about this. I didn't think about the fact that it actually changed these blocks. Alright, let's do this. So it's gonna change those as well. Come on, change them. Alright, so we're gonna put a pressure plate over there. We're gonna click this thing. So now we need a pulse. Oh, that was stupid. Because I need like to throw the thing straight into it. So now let's look at the void stuff. So if we look at the void, you need blocks of coal. Which is a pain in my butt because coal is something that you need for fennel, and there's like seriously no freaking way of getting it automated at the moment. So it's kind of a bummer. But yeah, so you put that there and bam! It changes them into void crystal. So now, it does mean that we're going to be able to do this. But we need one tiny seed to be able to do that bad boy. And bam! We've got a farmer. So this is pretty awesome. We've got two things over here in my list of stuff. So in my list of stuff, there's other things that are going to depend from the farmer. So how are we going to power the farmer? Well, I thought that we could use the lava that we don't actually use at the moment to power the farmer. And at the same time, let me show you one thing. I haven't checked on it. As you can see, I added a little bit of teleport all the way to the bottom over here. So I've got a timer with a dispenser that is currently now empty, and with grains of infinity. So there was flint and steels in there with just a timer, and pretty much, there we go. We've got infinity thingy doodlers. So that is awesome. Let's put those away. So, alright, let's go outside. So, as you can see, I cleared again a couple of things. I tried to make it nice over here. I removed this part. I'm trying to make the area looks nice. I am pretty sure I'm going to end up deleting these things. Still not sure about this one. These might go as well. But yeah, just to have more space. So, for this, I do believe that this thing does a 9x9. So, maybe we could do it... there? Yeah, I think this is going to be the way. So let me grab this, do that. Alright, we're going to put the farmer wait, let's do this. So as you can see, the chunks are there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, turns out it's the other way. Perfect. So this thing's facing that way. Now we're going to put this thing there, and the tank on top. Alright, so now this thing doesn't do much, but it does a lot. I know, it's like a sentence that doesn't mean anything. So, the thing I thought about putting in there is pretty much anything. So let's go look at the top what we have. I was thinking maybe carrots and potatoes. Just because if we look at this, our next machine that we kind of want is the brewing machine, and it needs biomass. I know, we can use sugarcane, but at the moment, it's not really what I want to go for. And I might not even use this for this method. I might use it for other things. Just at the moment, we're going to set something up. So, alright. I don't think I can do... Yeah, you can do seeds. I'm pretty sure you can just put the potatoes and it's going to plant in there. Alright. By the way, if you're asking yourself how I'm not getting any mobs, what I did is I've got one torch here, mega torch in the middle of my base, and I've got one every 4. So I've got one here, so it's going to cover 4 chunks that way. So as you can see, there's a spider over there. I've got one over there, one in each corner, one over there, one over there, one in the corner, over there, one in the corner, one in the corner, and that's how I've been doing this. All right, let's put these over here. There we go. It's gonna plant. This thing doesn't use that much power, so this thing should be far enough to do this. One thing though is this thing's going to need to output its content. So as you can see, I was right. This thing is a 9x9. Let's remove this. And, oh yeah, I think we need water. There we go. Now let's go grab a bucket. Should have a bucket of water. So that the plants don't just, you know. Oh, wait. There we go. Perfect. Now this thing's going to be hydrated. Should work perfectly. Can we put this one? Will it work with this? I'm not sure it works with these seeds. It's kind of a bummer, but yeah, so now pretty much the only thing to do is bam and bam. There we go, everything's chunk loaded. I could have went with rice, but no. Actually, for the distillery brewery extruder thing, I thought about using cactus, just because they're easy, and as you can see, I've got already a farm here that performs way more than I expected. But, alright, let me build a couple more things. We're going to do a setup, because I've been talking a lot, and not a lot of things have happened. Remember when I said I prepared and I emptied my inventory? That's no longer the case. So, alright, over here we have CEF pointing into 8 brewery. I don't know if that's going to be enough. I just made 8. They're LV, but the distillery is MV. I don't know if I need that. I'm just at MV, so I decided, why not make an MV? I know this one doesn't need to be MV, but they can be overclocked, though. So I do hope it's going to be fine. I don't think I need to point them into the cables. The cable's going to extract anyway. So what's going to happen is, over here we've got the cactus. Let me show you the tiny little farm. I made pretty much a vanilla farm, except that it grows faster. And pretty much goes in the water. There is a certain amount of loss to this, but yeah, not too bad. So it's just gonna go in there in the hopper, and then I place the ender chest right over there. So that's pretty much the way I'm doing this. And over here, here is kind of the place where things just do their stuff. So I thought it was the perfect place to just make ethanol. So, oh yeah, I should probably have told, this is to make ethanol. This thing's gonna make biomass, and this thing over here is gonna make ethanol out of it. So that's kind of where we're going with this. The next thing, I just need to activate this, and as you can see, things are getting started. It's getting hot in here. Yeah, so we're gonna see. So we should get a little bit of amount. So, all right, so as you can see, it's coming in, it's coming in, it's coming in. This thing, if we look at the recipe into the distillery, so if you put with the program chipped to 0, this is kind of a weird thing, but yeah. So if you do it to 0, it's going to do for 1,000, it's going to give us 700 millibucket. So we're almost there. There we go. I forgot to click this. But bam! So I don't think this thing needs to be overclocked because, well, we're not getting this fast enough for this to actually change anything. I could have made these into MV as well, but I think we're going to be fine. So let me explain why we're doing ethanol at the moment. So ethanol, the way it works is when you get it, there's a couple of things you can do with it, which is pretty cool. The thing we want to do with it is this here, ethylene. So that means we're going to need sulfuric acid. For sulfuric acid, there's a couple of ways to do it, like diluted sulfuric acid into distillery, which we're probably going to use because if we look to again here, you get diluted sulfuric acid. So then you're going to put it back into the distillery to get the sulfuric acid back, but you lose 1 millibucket per 3 millibucket. So then this, with sulfuric acid, let me show you how you make sulfuric acid. There's a couple of ways, but just use this one, sulfur and water. And it's going to give you 2,000 for 2,001 sulfur. So, all right, let's go back here. We were doing this one here. So ethylene, why do we want ethylene? Ethylene is going to be put with air to make polyethylene. And this is used to make transistors, resistors, diodes, and all those beautiful things. So this is the reason why we're going this route. And as you can see, it can pretty much be automated quite easily. Once we have the mob stuff here that do give us sulfur, it's quite easy. As you can see, it didn't take that much time for me to do all of these things. Everything was already prepared. Like, I had the material, which is always nice when you have the material. This is why I'm trying to do all of these things, so that no matter what we're needing, we've got the material. Oh, this thing's not producing fast enough. Huh. I didn't see this coming, though. I didn't see this being quicker than my tiny, teeny, tiny little farm. Alright, let's see. Is this thing chunk loaded? Yeah, I chunk loaded everything. Yeah, so... Oh! Oh! I didn't see this! Okay, so I'm gonna have to put this one lower. Alright, let's do this while we... let's grab like these to have a little bit of an amount on us. We're gonna break these so that they stop popping things. Alright, we're gonna grab the water! Alright. Then we're gonna use... I guess I can use this. Alright, and it's really important that things look great, so... That's why, even though you couldn't see anything in there, I made this look great. Because it's just important. Alright, we can break this, and that. And of course we need this wall as well. I need to make it look the same way at the top than at the bottom. And at first I wanted to remove this thing because I thought like it wasn't nice looking or anything. But now that it's actually useful, I think I'm gonna keep it there. Oh, wrong one. Boom. Yeah, I know, people have been telling me like for a couple of series, you can middle click. I never understood what people meant, but now I do. And it turns out I won't do this because we don't need to, so boom. Now we don't see anything. So, alright, let's put this right here. And simply one tiny bucket over there is gonna put all the items in there. And now we can easily do boom, 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 boom. I'm not sure if this is like good format. As you can see, we have a big loss. Like when they land on each other. I don't know. If you guys know a better way of doing this, let me know. But yeah, that's kind of the way I've known how to do it. But as you can see, they all break on each other. That's really bad. That's seriously bad. I would think there's a better way to farm cactus. Yeah, probably the phytoinsulator. The range breaker? The long range breaker. Oh, it's been modified. It didn't used to be like a recipe that was changed. It's not a big deal. We can do these now. But yeah, I don't think this thing's making enough cactus for us. So I guess it's going to be even slower than I anticipated. Yeah, I don't think it's producing enough. Maybe. Oh no, it's just because I placed a stack of 64. That's what's coming in. But how many do we have? We've got 10,000 already. This is pretty good. So I was looking also into this here. So this recipe, I understand that it's more practical to do the other one, but it's not really more practical because you gotta do the stupid wood plank, which take 20 seconds into a compressor. I do know that the higher you're gonna go, like this thing's gonna overclock. Let me explain a little bit of the overclock. The way I understand it, it might be completely wrong, but let's say you overclock this one. So now it's gonna take 4 EU a tick. And it's going to take twice, like less, so half of it. So it's going to be 4 and it's going to take 10 seconds. So if you have MV, you can overclock it twice, which is going to then take 8 because it's the double of the double. So it means 2, 4, 8. And this thing's going to take 5 seconds. So then if you get to HV, it's going to take 2.5. To get to EV, it's going to take 1.25 seconds. So it might be worth once you're at like HV or EV. But to be honest, this isn't a bad recipe for me. I can craft 20,000 of these quite easily in my sleep. And then, well, you need to use the fennel, which of course is just fennel. So it's not a problem. Like, I can chop wood for days. It's not an issue. I've been doing it quite easily. I've got 5k wood in here. So, yeah. Oh, let's see. So now it's probably done. So 49. Why is it removing this one? Like, remove this one. Got 54. Is it going up? That's the thing we need to know. Is this thing going up or going down? I think it might be going down. Oof. Okay, 56. We did go up. I think we might be just on the line of we have enough for 8 of those brewery. Or we might be just below. I'm not sure. 56. So we went down by 2. And we're going to go back up. Oh, we went back up to 58, 59. It's all right. I think we're good. I think it's literally just enough, depending on the lock where the cactus ends up. But all right, I'm pretty happy with this. I'm pretty happy with, to be honest, this that I made work and the logic that I made with the Enderman. But this is going to need more power, that I'm for sure. But I think we can resolve that quite easily. But people, that is going to be it for today. I do hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, don't forget to leave a like. If you really loved it, don't forget to subscribe. And we'll see you next time, where I hope we will be making more things. Like a chemical reactor for sulfur water that does sulfuric acid, a chemical reactor that does ethylene sulfuric acid that gives ethylene diluted sulfuric acid, and a chemical reactor that gives ethylene and air for polyethylene. I'll see you next time.